Hello, just Dile. My name is Tenzin Wangmo and I'm the 2017 Global Leadership Incubator Scholarship recipient. Well, I was born in a small town in the eastern province of Tibet called Lhasa to a nomad family. We are a big family of 8 members, including myself. I'm the youngest child. But unfortunately, when I was only 2 years old, we were forced to give up a nomad life because at that time our areas are being mined and deforested, so we needed to be displaced. And later, our family moved to the capital city of Tibet called Lhasa. Lhasa has already been modernized, so we had to start a small toy shop for sustenance, and since then my family has lived there. So when I was 6 years old, my parents decided to send me and my elder sister to India for a better education, so they hired a man who can lead us safely to the Nepal borders. So me and my sister and that man, we walked on foot for several weeks, which felt like a lifetime for me. We had limited clothes and food, so sometimes we would have to go hungry for the whole day, and other times we don't even have a place to spend the night, and sometimes we would sleep in the caves to keep the chill out, and even in open streets too. And the freezing Himalayan winds did little to warm us. Every now and then we would have to cross dangerous mountains through risky passages. And also we have to be very careful because it is very important that we didn't get caught. So overall it was a rough journey, but one fine day we finally reached the Nepal border and we were received by the refugee camp center with great hospitality, and I finally felt like I could breathe again. My favorite place is the library, and I usually sit at the corner of the library at the end of the day and write about everything that has happened to me that day. And honestly, it feels so refreshing as a writer. I also loved volunteering in school because I believe that it is a way for me to give back to the school that has made me who I am. So I volunteered as the assistant librarian, I volunteered as the public toilet cleaner, the garden tender, and so many little things. But these little things are the things that are going to make my school better, and I feel so much better after doing all that. And these are all the things that makes me happy in school. The most significant challenge I face as a young refugee in India is probably illness or health problem. You see, I was born in the mountains, so I wasn't getting accustomed to the hot weather in India, which was quite a challenge for me, and I was also bedridden a few times. The second one has something to do with my elder sister. She is not really confident about how she looks, and she constantly complains about how homesick she is. She's a very easy target for the seniors, and I had to make sure that she's never bullied. But I was also a child then, and it was so hard for me to balance in being a protector for her and being a student of my own. I like to do many things during my free time, but most of all, I love to write. I'm very passionate about writing, and I want to do it for the rest of my life too. It started out as an escape plan for me, a way for me to run away from reality. I mean, if something bad happens to me at school, I would usually write it down and it just instantly makes me feel better. But as I grew up, I came to realize that it has already become a part of me, and the feeling I get when I write is something that can never be replaced by anything else in the world. It's just that it amazed me how this little words could hold such intense gravity and how they could express even abstract human nature or feelings like happiness, love, and sadness. It just never fails to amaze me, and I like to be that way for the rest of my life. Choosing writing as my career path has been the best decision of my life. I want to study in the USA because I want to be a leader and best at that too. Leaders are not only limited to prime ministers and presidents. Personally, I believe that a leader can be anyone who gives hope to people who are about to give up or creates a path for those who are lost. And I also want to be a leader for students like me who are afraid to take risks. I want to show them that they can too because I did so. I want to be a living role model. Secondly, although India do have top colleges for engineering and medical lines, the facility and the opportunity for English and humanities students are very poor. And the USA gives me a better purpose. It gives me better opportunities as an English student. So that's why I want to study in the USA. The social environment of the university is the most important factor that determines a student's personal growth at the college. We Tibetans are naturally very friendly and open-minded, so I believe that I can definitely help in fostering a very friendly and encouraging environment at the university. Secondly, I can introduce my new friends to Buddhism and Tibetan culture, which can, help them in broadening their horizon and keep them open-minded to different perspectives and cultures all around the globe. Um, I have a story to tell. In coming from a suppressed culture, I find it all the more important that I keep the light inside myself shining, like many other Tibetans. So overall, I can definitely help in producing a very inclusive and a culturally rich environment at the university. I have always wanted to study in a good university, and it has been my dream since I was a little girl. Now I'm closer than I ever was, and I would like to take this opportunity to thank the Global Leadership Incubator for honoring me with this scholarship, and I also would like to thank the prestigious colleges for giving me a chance to apply.